Hello Dave, I'm making this new video to show a new module I just built. This is a 259 with a PCB Rep 2, and I'm having issues again with the modulation oscillator. However, this time I have LEDs working at least. The principal oscillator also works fine. It doesn't look too much, but it shining very fast, and I can see the waveforms when I'm using the small oscilloscope. Let me check, and this is the square wave. Well, kind of. This is the square wave from the principal oscillator. This is the sine wave. This is the sine wave, more or less. Well, it looks more like a sine wave from here. And the principal oscillator output. Which gets modified. So I modify this knob, principal control. And yeah, it kind of works. At least I can see something. I have not checked with the speaker, but I think it's pointless to check it if I'm not seeing anything here, I will not hear anything too. So I'm checking first with the oscilloscope. And well, the controls are working fine. Symmetry and timbre working well, and they have current. Okay, but the modulation oscillator now has some LEDs working. I think it's kind of working, but the problem is in the output. Since this output of this is a sawtooth, it works properly. I can see the waveform with the oscilloscope. Just a second. Yeah, I just connected. And here's at 0. Oscilloscope. As I turn it to the right, I start to see the waveform, let's say. So this sawtooth is kind of working, I think. But this output just, but the other output is not. Since these two are the same, just connecting them right here. Yeah, now it's connected. Turn it to 0 position. But as I turn it to the right on the modulation oscillator, I can't see anything. No matter if I turn this knob, and the LEDs behave like they are working. I think that's a positive thing, I think. But I'm not sure what could be happening here. I used, most of the parts are from Mouser and from Plusfood sellers. And some of them, well, just one I could not trust. Is just, I just got this. It's Q10. It's LS395. I think it should say 3958, or just say 3 numbers. I don't know if it's the same model or if it could affect the function of the modulation oscillator. since I put a new one. I'm using this replacement for the mat 2 and mat 3 since I just wanted to make a first test to check the modulations later. I put the pin out correct to match the mat 2 and mat 3, so pretty much like okay, I think. But the problem is that I still can't get any audio. I make the check also with this pin from the oscillator, this small pin. I'm checking this is IC6, which is a LM 311, and as I take the pin 7 I should see a square wave, but there's nothing here, so that's a little bit weird. I would try to replace the part, but if you have any other advice, it would be much better, I think. Well, I will make the check with the DMM. Check the voltage on pin 7 from IC6. Let me check. Taking the ground tube. Oh, I think I just reversed it. Sorry. I think I just reversed the comparator or something. Well, checking this pin 7. And I'm getting some kind of values. I'm not sure if that should be working like that. I will just keep it to the 0 position of the modulation oscillator to the left, and I will put right lead here on pin 7 of IC6. I get minus 4.9 volts. Well, that's pretty much like the first test I'm just making. I know there's another parts, but I think it could be something which is like blocking the output, this area, or something that is not showing me the square wave in the pin 7 from IC6. So any advice would be wonderful. Anyway, can reverse.